We're just practicing hard. We have no time to playing around, go to the beach and stuff like that. So I have one more question for you, or maybe multiple, but like why do you think NA has always struggled at Worlds? So guys, I'm pretty much learning how to use a camera, and apparently focusing has been something I'm very poor at. And whipping the camera, I'm just telling you guys the points I'm working on and the critique I'm getting from, yeah. But I'm gonna practice whip right now. Amazing, amazing. So I got kind of hungry all of a sudden. I wanna eat this fruit bowl. These grapes got giant seeds in them. Can you eat grape seeds? Because I'm just eating them outright. Okay, is this blueberry or grape, guys? It seems like a grape to me, but it could be a fat blueberry. And now this one doesn't have a seed. Wow. Wow. I just got my mind blown. I was ready for a seed there. Seed babies. So, I'm done, man. No more grapes. No more. Can't get my heart played like that anymore. I'm gonna get that. Can I have 2 waffles? 2 days. Camera guy as well. It's good. It's great. I love it. All right, guys. I'm trying to get something to spice up my outfit a little bit. Gucci's got some weird clothing. Yeah. I shouldn't. That's not going in the vlog, by the way. You cannot say that. You cannot shit talk Gucci in 2018. After you, camera dude.
So I'm gonna ask you guys, YouTube chat, what language does WildTurtle know, other than English? It's a trick question. I am one trick English with a splash of Vietnamese.
But I probably, yeah.
I really got to ask you, probably, because a lot of people don't know this, but how did WildTurtle's career actually start?
So WildTurtle's career started because I saw this young, adorable little amphibious creature. Is it amphibious?
Sure.
Little creature just crawling around, and he was just. What were you playing back then? I think you were just no, you were playing mid. Yeah, you were playing mid, and he was destroying me, and I was like, man, this guy's good. And then told my team, I was like, hey, this guy's pretty good. You guys should pick him up and use him. And then they're like, okay. And then he showed up at MSI, right?
No.
Or IM?
IPL, bro.
IPL?
IPL,
What? One of the tournaments back in the day. Oh yeah, MSI, I guess, didn't exist. Got it. And just destroyed a lot of people. It was really good.
Yeah.
And that's how this WildTurtle guy started.
Yeah, so probably pretty much jump-started my career. Thank you. Thanks a lot.
Oh, no problem. Good job playing well.
So I kind of really got to ask you, why do you think NA struggles at Worlds? We have a lot of answers. People saying it's a ping, it's environment, it's the infrastructure, just nothing matching. It's like Eastern legal engine is stronger. What do you think?
Yeah. I mean, we're only like 5 games in, so I think sample size is still too small. Don't know for sure. But going into scrims, like one thing that I saw a lot more was like people like taking lane a lot more seriously, like really small, like micro improvements. I saw a lot of other regions, like, you know, because we scrimmed a lot, like each region had that same like structure where like they did this really seriously in lane, so you could kind of break that down. And in North America, that was like kind of rare. I feel like other than maybe like Jensen, like someday top lane, like double lift, like there's not many laners who are like, I'm gonna win lane every game and like really hard trained lane. Usually like North America's been about like rotations or like team play. So that was like the first thing I kind of noticed, at least from scrims. And on the world stage, like when there's like not gigantic advantages like all the time, it's normally like a small one built up into something bigger. I think it matters a lot more here. So only 5 games in, so nothing.
Six actually.
Oh, we're 6 in?
Yeah.
Are we playing? No, we're not playing right now.
You guys played the 6th game.
Oh, we're the 6th game? Nice. So yeah.
So we're actually 2-4 now.
Oh, we're 2 and 4?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
We'll get it better next week.
Yeah, thanks.
But yeah, so I don't know. I think it just feels a bit slower in North America, especially like less strict on like smaller mistakes.
So you actually coach Hjarnan as well, right? I gotta ask you, how do you think it'll affect the community if NA won Worlds?
Oh my god, dude! If NA won Worlds, that'd be terrible. They would not shut up. I think forever. Like season 30 or something, they'd be like, "Hey, remember that season 8 thing that happened? Yeah, we won. F you guys." So yeah, that would be. Oh, I think I don't want to live in that world. I think let's wait. Maybe in a couple years we like get more mature. Let's win Worlds. But right now, like I think it'd be too much for us to handle.
Do you think NA can do anything more to be competitive?
Yeah, dude, you gotta live and breathe League of Legends.
Okay.
Everyone is just trying too many things. You just gotta focus on one.
Well, there you have it. I'm here with Prolly from 100 Thieves, and you gave me the greatest interview of my life, baby. Let's go.
Oh, that's slightly sexual.
I mean,
You guys have bow tie? Yeah. Bow tie? Yeah. Damn, they didn't have any bow ties at Gucci or Louis Vuitton. I'm screwed. I don't know where else I can get. They didn't even have any at Home Plus.
She wants to help you. She's trying to help you.
I don't know. Alright, so right now, guys, WildTurtle in the press. I've actually never seen WildTurtle in the press room before. I'm sure you guys have it. So I'm going to show you guys a little bit of what it's like behind the scenes at the press room. You gotta stay pretty quiet though, so. That's the press room. All right, guys, we back in it. We here at the Bexhill Center. We here to watch some games. I gotta watch my step though. Actually, it's kind of dangerous walking, not watching where you're walking. I don't have that much control of my body. Yeah, so guys, I'm at the Video Music Awards, and Justin Timberlake just won the biggest award ever. Yeah, and I really hope C9 can make NA proud, because you know I know we're here trying to get to the bottom why NA is always struggling, but at the end of the day, man, NA is where I live. I live there. I can't hate on them always.
what do you think NA could do to perform better competitively, or like anything like that?
Again, like, maybe that's quite strong on my mind because I just came out watching C9's amazing performance against Gen G. So Rapid, and I also hear that Song is coming in to help out with like coaching just for today. Creative, experimental, pick and bangs and draft. I think that will help NA a lot. And also, so people have always looked up to LCK as like the top tier region, and one of the things that other regions have been doing in terms of to catch up with LCK is catch up with their practice time. LPL has already mentioned in several interviews that, hey, like, you know, we now just practice as hard as LCK, and that was also echoed by a lot of EU LCS teams coming in. And NA as a culture still focuses a lot on work and life balance. I see that in interviews, and also I think it was one of the tweets that was like trending today. NA LCS teams have a lot of Fortnite time logged in because, you know, yeah,
that's a huge controversial thing right now. And at least for me, I feel like NA players do play other games, but I feel like the other regions, there's no way they don't play other games too, because I don't want to call any names out, but I do hear like other players playing stuff too. So I wouldn't say it's exclusive to NA. I know like there's a ton of players from NA. It's like I know Bjergsen, like a ton of people, they dedicate all their time into the game. So it's kind of odd for me to like see these messages, because there's a ton of North American players as well that I know of. They spend like great amount of hours in, but so it's kind of like hurtful for the whole region to like have people say that, at least from my point of view.
And I don't disagree with you. I am 100% confident that NALCS people are practicing a lot, but I guess what League of Legends esports pros do is already beyond like human capacity. Like, I actually don't think it's healthy for them to like sleep 6 hours and practice 12 hours a day, but maybe that's what it takes, or maybe at least is worth attempting.
I think for me, at least, why I think NA is kind of following me out is because of the solo queue. Actually, it doesn't really cultivate that much talent. Like, most of the NA pros actually like don't dedicate all their time in solo queue, so we don't really see any new players coming up and new players getting really good really quickly. I don't think there was like that many breakout players like recently, other than all of C9, of course. Licorice, yeah, he's great.
That's actually quite an interesting point you make, and I guess I didn't have a visibility over it because I'm more focused on like OCE and LCK. But now you put it, and maybe it's like the solo queue environment, and I do believe that NA has higher ping.
Yes, the ping is not great. I think that's being complained about for a while. It was very controversial like this whole year and in the past as well. So yeah, I don't know what we're gonna do to change that, but I'm looking forward to 2019 and seeing what can happen. And thank you for your time for this interview, and it's a pleasure interviewing you. Thank you. What are you guys kind of doing to prepare for this year's World?
We're like just scrimming 24/7. We're scrimming like actually it's like 10 o'clock right now. I'm about to go back and play some scrims at midnight. So we're ordering like the room service that's super expensive, and we're just like not leaving. We're just literally practicing eating. Like that's all we're doing.
Well, that's what you got to do to win Worlds. So I really hope you guys are the best. You guys gave NA their first win, and yeah. So one thing, when I see Licorice, I'm like, this guy, like, I don't know, this is kind of weird for me, but like from my standpoint, I always see this. I'm like, damn, Licorice's flashes are like always on point. I feel like you flash the best out of like any player I've ever seen. It's very weird, I know, but like I'm like, damn, he never dies. He like flashes like at the best time possible. Like, what do you think about that?
I can't say that I've ever had anyone tell me that before, but thanks for noticing. So you're just watching me play, like no pad out, pen in hand?
Yeah, I guess so. I mean, I like to look down to the technical stuff, so.
Right.
All right, why do you think NA has always been strong at Worlds?
Well, they have a lot of pressure on them by the fans, and up until now, I've never been at Worlds, so I think that me being at Worlds will boost NA's chance a lot.
I mean, you got NA their first win, right?
Yeah, for sure.
How do you think NA, or how do you think it'll affect the community if NA won Worlds?
I don't even know. I mean, I'm just trying to make like quarters for now. I haven't even thought about winning Worlds. It's too far off.
Do you think NA can change anything to like help them play better at Worlds, like infrastructure or anything like that?
I mean, seriously, probably just more games. I think that like the other regions just play like China and Korea plays a lot more games than we do in the season. So if we can fix that, that would help a lot.
Well, thank you for your insight and thank you for your time. Good luck in the rest of the tournament.
This is hype. This game is so hype, dude. Alright guys, that was insanity. I knew C9 was gonna win. Or did I? I don't know, but like, I knew it, right? I was definitely rooting for C9 the whole time. And they actually managed to go 3-0 today on the Super Week. Super proud of the boys. Just extremely happy that they were able to do it. And that's dedication and hard work, plus Fortnite, baby.
C9 actually went 4-2, guys. Like, that's insanity. Like, no one thought they were going to make it out of that group because they were playing against RNG, Genji, and Vitality. So like C9 and Vitality, I think were already considered like not making it out of groups for this Worlds. And C9 in Group A on Super Week, they're like, all right guys, 1-2, we're buckling it down. We're going back to NA style, and they picked Zillion, Nocturne, Shen. Zillion, Nocturne, Shen. Zillion, Nocturne, Shen. Singe. They played Singe, guys. Holy crap. They played Singe and won. Can you guys believe that? It's the first time Singe is picked at Worlds. And I think C9 just played their own style. They played it really well. They got back to their roots. NA, you know, they pulled out their roots. And they won draft completely today. And like, I think their drafting made the game so much easier. So I think props to the coaching staff. They definitely helped out a lot. Shouts out to Licorice too, because he's the best Orange and Flasher I've seen. Boom.
I don't really want to say it's going to be an interview. I kind of just want to talk to Jack about his thoughts on C9 making it out of groups, the Fortnite thing, his role on the team, etc. say like it's great from like an outside standpoint just to see the growth of your team as well.
Yeah.
I didn't really know how far your team was gonna go.
Yeah,
I think
yeah.
everyone's really surprised that you guys were able to just crush like that
I-
and give NA another hope.
3 rookies, dude.
Yeah,
like,
3
seriously,
rookies. Yeah. 3
like,
rookies.
3 rookies. That's,
Yeah,
you don't
3
understand how
rookies, man.
insane that is. To actually be able to
Yeah.
get to Worlds and then actually get wins
Yeah.
with 3 rookies is nuts because
I also think this is like one of the metas where it favors rookie completely.
Yeah.
Like, this is also one of the metas where it's like individual skill. Like if you're kind of fresh and you're kind of like aggressive and you kind of know what you're doing, this is the kind of meta where it's like really good. Because if you see Korea, they've always been like known as the macro style.
Yeah.
They always win from like taking optimal fights and having really good macro around like objectives.
Yeah.
But right now it's like the team to like team fight better. The team to like pull the trigger first actually wins. And you guys drafted comps where it's like go, go, go. You guys put the Hecarim, the Nocturne, the Shen, the Zillion. That's a comp. If that's not a go, go, go comp, I don't know what it is.
You're 100% correct, and also the change from having 2 weeks of groups where allowed teams to really dial in on what the macro would be.
Yeah.
Because now it's all compressed into 1 week, it doesn't give time
To
for
adapt.
adapt.
Yeah.
And where I feel like historically the Korean teams have been the best teams to adapt over time between week 1 and week 2. They don't have that time to actually adapt to what's
Yeah, they
happening,
don't.
and it's been that's an advantage to us.
Yeah, it is a huge advantage.
Historically, if you look at Cloud9's wins at Worlds, it's always been in the first week, and we barely scraped by in the second week. And that one time we didn't actually get out of groups. It was like a 3-0 week 1, 0-4 the following week because everyone adapted to the different meta that we had brought to the table, and we got crushed. So like I think it's a combination of like of those different things. Like right now with the macro focus game not being as important as a lot of the individual skills, that definitely has helped us, and the shorter groups period definitely helped.
Do you think NA struggled at Worlds? Or
I mean,
what do you think?
yeah, of course.
Yeah. But why do you think that is? What do you kind of think attributes to that?
It's hard to nail down one thing. I think like the solo queue quality definitely plays part. I think that Cloud9 really, we work really hard. I think we work harder than the other team out there, and I'm not just saying that. We put a lot of time into. We're always the first team that wants to scrim in preseason, and when we look to set up scrims in North America, we can maybe get like 1, maybe 2 other teams that are willing to do it. And a lot of times, like they show up late and they're not really focused, and it's discouraging to my staff and my players. So I think that, and what I hope that teams take it a bit more seriously and come earlier to prepare. And I think that we also develop a lot of our own meta in North America that's not. It doesn't seem to really apply to what the rest of the world is doing. It feels like the metas that we set up allow players with less mechanical skill to survive, and I want to see us pick up our game, because individually I don't think there's really any skill gap in the mechanical ability of our players, but they're not being pushed as hard as they should be. So how we're going to solve that, I think it's going to be like the owners getting together, the coaches getting together, and just demanding higher quality out of what we're doing, so that when we come to Worlds, and this happens every year, we come here and we feel like way behind, and we're just
Even this year?
Oh yeah, even this year we're just trying to catch up, and it's like the first 2 or 3 weeks are punishing, like just really disappointing scrim results, because we're just trying to catch up on what everybody else is doing. And I definitely dream of a time where we come and we're actually really
ahead. Most of the people think NA spends most of their time like playing other video games and not practicing the game. But what's your take on that?
So I saw the tweet from Zazel after a game, which is pretty hilarious, about being disappointed with winning and not being able to play some Fortnite. Honestly, our guys do play some other games, but they only do it in the free time, and it's the free time that they've earned. These guys work extremely hard. We're scrimming, often 6 to 9 sets right now during Worlds, and in the normal regular season, they're scrimming usually 6 hours of scrims a day, plus doing solo queue, plus having meetings. These guys put in extremely long hours, and I also require them to get adequate sleep, eat well, to work out. So if they want to spend a couple hours playing like Fortnite or any other game, like they should. They need to have some sort of balance in their lives.
Yeah.
They can't like be robots and do nothing but League of Legends. That will burn them out. That will cause my players to want to quit or be depressed. So if they find some joy playing some Fortnite, I'm all for it. That's awesome.
Yeah, I definitely want to add on that because a lot of people are saying like China and Korea, they only play League of Legends, but that's not necessarily true at all. I talked to some other players from the other regions, and they definitely like spend some of their free time like trying out new games. Like we're just gamers, man.
And often that those when they're doing like having fun playing World of Warcraft, playing like Fortnite, they're doing it as a group, as a team too. So I think it's actually really really good for the relationships between the players to go out and like have fun together. It's like it's not all work all the time. They're they'll finish a scrim and like it may have been the scrim may have been really hard and maybe it got a little tense. But let's go lighten the mood. Let's go play some Fortnite together. Let's go do some some dungeons, like mythic dungeons together on WoW. I like to see the players laughing and having a good time after a tough day of work. I think it's really healthy.
Yeah.
So
and they're still using a keyboard and mouse. So
they are. Yeah. Fortnite's okay.
Fortnite's okay.